What's happening, America? I'm Mike Muse, and I am the SBA's My Brother's Keeper Millennial Entrepreneurial Champion. And I am so excited to present to you this video series on millennial entrepreneurship. Millennials see entrepreneurship differently, and we want to give you the tools that you need to be successful. I am so excited to present to you 6 millennial entrepreneurs that come from a wide spectrum of industries, from fashion to digital to music to agencies. The list goes on. And through their stories, they're going to show you how you can do biz your way, on your terms, on your agenda, on your platform. Welcome to Biz My Way. Mr. Hino Ehikhamenor. I hope I got that right.
Perfect.
Otherwise known as Hollywood Hino. Yes, sir. It's such an honor to have you here, and the presidential suite, remind you, at the Essex House.
Pleasure to be here.
You, my friend, represent the millennial aspiration, right? You represent the millennials who do what they love, right? Yes. And make a lifestyle out of it as an accomplished entrepreneur who blends many worlds. Looking at this incredible view, right? We have Central Park, like this vast, it seems like, it stretches for miles, right? And then to the right, we have Fifth Avenue, right? And so one will even wonder, is this aspirational, right? Do millennials see Fifth Avenue now as aspirational? Is this a destination point for millennials? Or do millennials see aspiration and success in other places, spaces, and destinations?
Just the great outdoors itself is, God is good. That's God I'm looking at. This is amazing to me. And I live in New York a little bit over 20 years, I was born and raised West Africa, Nigeria. So when I was growing up, the dreams there, are like standard. It's like a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, or a failure. Yeah. There's nothing.
No in between.
There's nothing after that. So those were those dreams and goals, but those were dreams that were fixed upon me. Then you get older. I came here when I was 12, 13 years old. So you see different things, and you see other people become successful in other things that you didn't see back home. Mm-hmm. So then you start thinking, oh man, I can do that too. So I always wanted to be a professional athlete, which I accomplished that, a successful one. I had 20 pro fights, and I said, I'm gonna hang up my gloves. When I made the final decision with myself, not nobody else. Sometimes you gotta sit down and talk to yourself. I just said, I cannot go to training camp for 2 months again, beat the body up and beat the mind up. I said, let me find something else and luckily it just fell on my lap, man. It did, man. The value of saying yes is not closing the door that might lead to something else. Look where it led me.
So there's an immigrant tale to you, right? Yes. And even as people who are born in America, we always have this dream of this American dream, right? We do. To get married, have a successful career, have the white picket fence. As an immigrant coming here, was that part of that American dream that you were realizing? And then, do millennials even still aspire for that American dream? No. Or has that American dream changed?
The wise man said, only fools are comfortable. I'm not a fool, so I can't be. That's a comfortable life, 9 to 5 and whatever it is. I'm not 9 to 5. I'm 24/7.
I like that.
All day, every day, baby. I wake up every day to push the envelope. Every day, and see how far I can push it.
Yeah.
And
are you comfortable with failure?
And you looking at a man that's failed 96% of the time. Yeah. But that 4%, baby, it's a beautiful thing.
That's when you win.
You're looking at the 4%.
That's when you win.
I used it, man, and I opened a lot of doors, Yeah. I don't want to be in my comfort zone, man. Success is on the other side of the comfort zone. It's on the other side of fear. Why are you afraid to fail? Because of what somebody will say about you. They're going to talk about you anyways. Winners focus on winning, and losers focus on winners. I believe in that strongly.
So Mr. 4%.
Yes, that's me.
So by you starting off as boxing, is that what kind of keeps the thread going as you begin to branch out into your other endeavors?
Yes, because I use it. Yes, I do. I use it in my everyday life. like the average man, I'm tired sometimes physically and mentally. You know, people think tired is just a mental thing too. Like I'm just tired mentally. And then I think back like of boxing. When you come to the gym and you have a upcoming fight date coming up and you go in the gym and you don't feel like doing it, but you still have to.
Can you give some words of advice or encouragement to that individual who loves to say they go to the gym every day? They watch Sports Center faithfully, right? They watch they know all the stats of all their favorite players, right? They love to talk about how much they can bench press. But they may be unhappy in their current situation of their career or their job. How can you motivate them to say, you can take what you love, what you do every day, and make a lifestyle out of it? So to go from being a consumer of this to an actual producer of this.
Wow. You love watching Sports Center all day. You love, you know every stat and stuff. And you need to get paid to do that. You don't need to be working at Wall Street, because that's not your job. Because every day you wake up, people wake up on Mondays and go, Monday. I hate when people say that. Those are people that hate their jobs. You don't hate Monday, you hate your job. You know, the wise man said, you only have one life to live. This is not a rehearsal. But if you do it right, one is enough. I love that advice.
I love that. To be fair, there is 1 million personal trainers in New York City alone.
Oh, I know.
Right? As millennial entrepreneurs, we may be playing in the same space. So then how do you differentiate yourself from the white noise to allow people to say, I want to sign up with Hollywood Hino?
Something that, you know, that makes you different, you got to put it out there so people can know. Like, because people still ask me to today, less now, but like, why should I choose you over this trainer? And I have to sell myself. I have my own resume. I have to sell it. In a party, having a good time, and somebody comes up to me and says, hey, you that trainer, right? For that 2 minutes, I have to sell myself. I'm like, yeah. Why haven't you ever been to my gym? Are you crazy? Don't you know where it's at? It's downtown. You're like, oh.
How do you sell yourself to that celebrity that you may want to work with?
You have to go to where these people are. And fortunately for me, I know where they are. I know where they'll be at every night. If it's New York City, if I'm in LA, if I'm in Miami, I know where the hot spot is. Thank God for those connections, you know. And I know my personality is contagious, so I go to those people, and whoever it is, they look at me in amazement when I'm talking to them, like. And then I just end it with just go on my Instagram, and that's my resume.
Got it.
You can flip through. There's videos. Don't get scared now. I always tell them. People go, I see your videos. I'm so scared. You know, I hear people say that. Yeah, exactly. I see the ropes. I see the side. I see chains. People see chains. They run away.
Hino, man, this has been an incredible conversation.
Man,
and I am inspired by your story.
Thank you.
And I can't thank you enough for showing individuals how to go from a bench press to a business plan.
To a business, man.
Sounds like more than push-ups to big time.
No, it's way more than push-ups. It's an empire that I'm building.
I see why they call you Hollywood.
My guy. If you love something, get paid to do it, man. That's the American dream.